Welcome back with another arena run. For this arena run, I think I'll choose Mage, probably the best out of the three on average. See if I get some flame strikes.
My magic will prevail.
Mind control tech can be a game changer if you're behind. Sorcerers. Ooh, Polymorph, Yeti, or Dark Iron Dwarf. These two 4-mana drops are really strong, but Polymorph is just better. Senjin, Duplicate, Flame Cannon, Violet Sky Golem, really good 6-drop. Snow Jugger, 2 mana, Water Elemental. Another Polymorph. Bomb Lopper. Fireball. Water Elemental. Really good quality. Swamp Ooze or another Sorcerers. Well, I have a few spells, but Swamp Ooze is just really good against any class with weapons. Silverhand Knight, I guess. Yeah, I need some late game. Raging Worgen is really good with Mage decks. Azure Drake is just wonderful. Zombie Chow. Another Water Elemental. Nice. Scarlet or Frost Elemental. I could use the Frost because I don't have much late game and I'm already through half my deck. But Scarlet Crusader is just too good. And I don't have any 3-drops either, so it'll be good. Black Knight or Blood Mage Thalness. I do have a spell here, another one here, but 2 spells I think is not good enough to justify Thalness, even though it substitutes itself and gives you a card, but Black Knight is just potentially too good. Fireball. Mad Scientist to pull out the Duplicate, or Zombie Chow. I think I will go with Zombie Chow. I generally don't like pulling out duplicates whenever the game wants to. I prefer to control it myself. Burly or Senjin. Taunts are always annoying and can save your life. Burly is really against spells when they're trying to target other minions. Tough call. I think I'll go with Senjin. Well, Senjin has taunt, but Burly is like another taunt because you need to kill it before using spells, so I guess I will go with Burly. Harvest Golem is really good, but do I have enough early game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I guess so. Ah, Flame Leviathan. Ah. Or Elden Stormrage. Well, Millhouse is obviously pretty bad because the enemy can destroy you if you give him a single turn with 0 cost spells. Flame Leviathan is potentially really good, potentially bad, because you never know when this 2 damage to all characters is just gonna affect you or him. Really random, so I think I will go with Illidan. Another Fireball to steal wins. Flame Strike, nice to see you. Another Fireball. Spider Tank, pretty good. And obviously Violet Teacher, because of the amount of spells I have. Although I do have lots of 4s, but what's the other option? European Egg? Yeah, Violet Teacher is better. Well, this deck has 2 legendaries and the Flame Strike, which is pretty much the main reason you play Mage. Water Elementals and Fireballs and Polymorphs. It's pretty much the deck people find disgustingly annoying when playing against a Mage. I think it has really good chances of going far. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 late game cards, which is not a lot, but it's definitively not too little, considering I have lots of 4s. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 early game drops, 1 to 2 mana, which is pretty much enough. It will be a bit scary though. Sometimes I will not have a good start. But in general, this deck is really good.
Let the hunt begin.
You asked for it.
Well, at least I got Zombie Chow. Flame Cannon is not really the 2 I wanted, but it's not bad either.
You shall not pass.
Well, Flame Cannon would be on curve and it would deal with the problem, but I mean, can you really call this a problem? It's more like, here, have a minion for free, so I think I'll just... The reason why I Fire Blasted to his minion instead of the face is because 30 health to 29 is not really going to make much of a difference if you're going to win or lose the game, so 2 health to 1 health is half its health, and it actually can make a difference if, like, next turn he pulls out a minion that gives +1 health at the end of the turn, in which case you can still kill him with the Zombie Chow next turn. Or I can even Fire Blast it if I want. So in general, I almost always use Fire Blast against minions, even if it doesn't look necessary. So I do have 4 Fireballs and 2 Polymorphs. Sometimes it's gonna be better just to do what I almost never do and just forget about value and just go for the face. It's actually a way of stealing wins when you have so many Fireballs coming up. So if I want, I can actually deal 11 damage to his face next turn if he doesn't play a taunt or can kill my minions.
My apologies.
11, 17. I can put him at 10 health if I want, pretty crazy. But I think I'll still hold on to board control. Question is, should I use a fireball on this? It's not really ideal. I can just use polymorph instead. Yeah, I guess I'll use just Polymorph because I have another one. It's not really ideal either though.
Time runs out on me.
And that is setting up for lethal. Always play the minion with less health in the middle when playing against hunters.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I will fight with honor.
You asked for it.
That is a beautiful curve, considering I have so many forests and not that much early game. I think I will just keep it the way it is.
Shields up. Red alert.
Well, that ruins my plans a little bit.
What to do? What to do?
Usually when you see paladins above 7 wins, they really often will play shielded mini-bots on you, because it's just such an awesome card. If you think about it, there's already a 2 mana 1/2 mech with Divine Shield, the Annoyatron. This is 2 mana 2/2 mech with Divine Shield. So it's just really strong, and it kills for free half of the rest of the 2 mana minions, and if not, it trades evenly with the other half.
Time runs out on me. I wonder.
I was considering just trading the Zombie Chow with the Raging Worgen and Fire Blasting it, because if I do this, it kills both minions. Well, a free Fire Blast is a free Fire Blast. It's just a pity I don't have a 2 mana minion to follow up.
X marks the spot.
Reporting for duty.
So the Bomb Lobber could get lucky and take care of the problem, but if it doesn't, it's a pretty big loss. The other option is losing any other minion I play to True Silver plus the 1/1. Well, I guess I will take the 50-50.
Special delivery.
Too bad.
Reporting for duty.
It was either that or Ascension and Fire Blast. And if I Ascension and Fire Blast, then this will probably trade and he still has the True Server charge. I was planning on using the 2-3 into the 6-3 and Fire Blasting, but if I use Death Knight on this, I cannot do that anymore. It is really sad, but I really have to polymorph instead of Black Knight, even if Black Knight is like for free. Because if I don't do it, I'm just gonna be too low. I'm gonna be at 5 health or 4.
What to do? What to do?
Not on my watch.
Well, I'm happy I can get some use out of the Black Knight.
None shall
It's time for a little blood.
Do I have any heals in my deck? I don't think so. Well, I'm gonna have to try to win this at 1 health. So if I Senjin, it's only good against that. I want to Fire Blast this no matter what. That would be 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's just better to Fireball. 4, 6, and 7, 8, 9, and just use the Black Knight.
For the crusade!
They are bend to my command.
Reporting for duty.
So, if he has a spell, I'm probably dead anyway, so Burley isn't that good right now. Freezing his face or any minion he plays is probably gonna be better. So I wanna play this. I wanna play this engine. And it's a pity I can't play Piloted Sky Golem, but it's just too risky. I really want the taunt out. And I prefer playing Water Elemental and Fire Blasting. I already have somewhat of a board control. Just in case he has Blessing of Kings or any other buff on his minions.
Time runs out on me.
I'm invincible.
Join or die.
I am the blade of the goddess.
That's the card I need, even though it's a really bad card. And that's why I Fire Blasted the 1-1 instead of leaving it alone.
Join or die.
So if I can hold on 2 more turns, he's probably dead. Okay, maybe 3 turns. So if I Fire Blast, I can hit the face for 6 damage. He would be at 24.
To do.
And then I play this, and that's 7, 10, 13, 20. I do not have lethal next turn. If I use the minion to kill this instead of Fire Blasting it, then I can play this as well. And that would be 5 more. I think I'll go with the board control option. I want to try to save as much health as possible on the taunt, but I don't really think it'll make much of a difference.
Not on my watch.
Slight misplay.
That was a mistake.
Six, 7, 8, 9, 12, 19, 20, 22, 25. I could just use the flame strike and go for the face, but I don't need to, and it might be useful next turn, depending on what minion he plays, so I think I will just trade and go for the face. I don't think it'll make much of a difference, but who knows. Holding this might give me the win. So what's this card?
The victory. The light shall bring victory.
You asked for it.
Come on, zombie chows. Oh. Nice. So I can either kill that, hit, Fire Blast, or I can just play Spider Tank and go for the face. Going for the face at this point is not gonna do much because he's gonna probably heal himself for 10 when these zombie chows die. So he can hit and heal, but I don't really see how that's gonna change much. The only thing I'm scared of is like Balance Chosen or something like that. If he uses Balance Chosen, that would be a 4-7, which would kill my Spider Tank, which would then become a 4-3, sorry, 4-4, and I could just Flame Cannon it, so I guess I'll play the Spider Tank. If he doesn't use Balance Chosen, I don't see how he can possibly kill any of my minions this turn. There it is. So next turn is going to be Flame Cannon and Fire Blast. And in the end it's 2 for 2. So we're pretty much even, although I have some board control.
Let us see if this
Wasted Battle Cry, that's good for me. I decided to trade because I don't see a world where I can burst him down fast enough, and it's still a good trade for me, because of course I would prefer to trade it with the harvest going, but it wouldn't change that much.
I must
You gotta be
consider.
kidding me!
So basically I do want to kill that before he can hit and heal.
What
But
to
the question
do?
is, what do I value more? One of my 2 polymorphs or one of my 4 fireballs? Fireball is better in the sense that you can actually use it against the face and catch the enemy by surprise. Polymorph is potentially better because you can kill bigger minions with it. But it is true that if I use 4 mana on the fireball, then I'm just wasting the fire blast. If I use polymorph, I can actually use the fire blast, but that's just a minor advantage.
What to do?
Considering this is a priest and priests usually have like huge minions, I will just use the fireball. When he pulls out that huge legendary, I'll be glad that I kept the polymorph.
What you looking at?
This is an example of a minion which, using polymorph and fireball, is actually going to be exactly the same thing, because 6 damage plus 1 to fire blast is the same as polymorph plus 1 to fire blast. So in this case the outcome would have been pretty much the same. Well, I guess this way I got 1 more extra damage to his face from last turn from fire blasting, but I don't really value that.
What to do?
Someday
What
I'll be
to
just
do?
like you!
So if I wanted, I could have just used any of these 2 minions to kill the 1/1 and use duplicate, but then he would get 2 of my minions instead of only 1 with the Holy Nova, and I would be duplicating probably a really small minion, which is not what I'm looking for. So it's my choice of playing Violet and Sen'jin, or Sen'jin and duplicate and Fire Blast to 2/2 to make him force a trade or a heal. At least so that he can't hit and heal with the Sludge Belcher. On the other hand, I could Violet Teacher duplicate, in which case I would get the 1/1, but that's not really good because then I'm leaving the rest of my minions out in the open and he can kill any of them with the Sludge Belcher. Or I could just forget the duplicate and just Violet Teacher Sen'jin. I'll force him a heal if he wants to keep this alive. And I could have traded, but I will choose not to. Both options
The light
have
does not
good or bad outcomes, and that is really annoying. But there's not much you can do about it. Even though the quality of my cards is like really good, I am lacking card draw. And he basically just stole the only card draw I had, so this is actually not looking really good. He's gonna have 2 Sludge Belchers now. Probably should have traded back when I could have. Hoping for better trades sometimes can give you good results, other times can just force you to make worse trades.
Some still funny.
So 3-6 and play this, or that would be really bad against, that would be terrible against Falling Nova, because then I have like all of my minions on 2 health if he trades that into this, but I don't really have a choice. It is better to kill the Sludge Belcher than just to kill the 1-2.
Instruction begins.
You are not prepared.
I don't see how it makes a difference if I make this a 4-2, so I will make one of these a 1-1. Holy Nova. Just trades. Okay. So I could kill the 1-2 for free, but then he can just hit and heal with the Fang Creeper. I should just trade with the Fang Creeper. Although I pretty much lost this arena. That duplicate catch basically ruined it.
Instruction begins.
It's pretty much the only thing this deck is lacking. Some more card draw. Although if he had not stolen the duplicate, I probably would be fine.
I must consider. Are you ready for this?
Death does not scare me.
Mind control tech.
I'll put it on your tab.
Death does not scare me.
Well, I think there was a really much easier way of doing what he just did. He's just trying to be fancy. But anyways, I pretty much lost. I don't see a way coming back from this. Unless I top deck Flame Strike or something. But even then it would be really hard. Well, I guess I'll give it a few more turns.
truncator.
Well, that's pretty much the only one that could have saved me. I think I will kill the 5-4 instead of the 2-3. He didn't use Holy Nova earlier, so I kinda guess he doesn't have it. This is ping pong. And that is not gonna save me. Well, nice try.
You win this.
Your soul shall be mine!
You asked for it.
Should I keep the Violet Teacher? I don't think so. I've got so many 4s. I'm bound to get a few more. Oh, this is an interesting curve. I can 1, coin 1, but then I don't have anything on turn 2. I can just 1 and then coin the 3, and then on turn 3, Fire Blast and Zombie Chow. Or I can just play a Zombie Chow on turn 2. Well, many things I can do. For now, just save the coin. It's already a win for me. 1 mana for 2 mana. Okay, it would have been better to have coined out the Scarlet Crusader and then now play the Zombie Chow plus Fire Blast. But there was no way to know I would get a 1-4 Demolisher. So I either hit Fire Blast and pray that the Demolisher doesn't hit my Zombie Chow, or I just give it 2 targets instead of 1. Make it a 66% chance that it hits a bad target for me, but then on the other hand, I'd make sure I at least have 1 minion for next turn. I think I will just play it. And now if I hit, I think I don't see any benefits in hitting, so I will not hit. So I obviously have to kill the 1-2, because if not I can kill the 3-1 for free, or anything else that I play.
I greet you.
But then, do I want to Fire Blast a 2-1, be with 2 mana, maybe coin out Duplicate? Maybe coin out Duplicate. It's kind of thinking long term. But then I would play the Azure Drake, and then I would get 2 Azure Drakes back. So it's kind of planning some value for next turns. If not, my other choice is kill the 1-2, well that's gonna happen anyways. I can coin out a 5 this turn. Let him trade into it. Next turn play another 5. That would be tempo. Value would be fire blasting, duplicating. I
What to do?
okay. Given that I'm at 30 health, he's at 28. This looks like it's really gonna go into the late game. I will
You shall not
think
pass.
more in the future. If he were a hunter, for example, I'd definitively play the 5-mana minion instead of duplicating. So it kind of depends who you're playing against. Do I want this to get duplicated? Yeah, obviously. Given that I have 4 fireballs, it's going to be really nice to have 3 Azure Drakes, and it's pretty much infinite card draw. Because I get 2 of them back, and then each one of them is going to give me another card. So now I have card advantage, I just need to gain board control. Nice. The thing is, if I play Mind Control Tech and I steal the 2-1, I don't really have a target to Fire Blast. And that's the only thing I have left to do with my mana. If I play this, then I can Fire Blast that. And I can most likely Mind Control next turn or just Flame Strike. I'm just reluctant to play Mind Control Tech because a 0-4 is not going to do me very good. And then a 2-1, neither. So I even though it's tempting, try to steal the 4-4. It's 25% chance. 2-2 would be okay, still just die to that. I think I'll just go with the safer play.
Time runs out on me.
I wonder.
Join or die, or both.
It was tempting to play Mind Control Tech, but if I stole the wrong minion, he could start getting Cult Master value, and it's not precisely the risk I want to take. Oh, this is when I start gaining tempo on him, thanks to Polymorph. Although it is a pity, I just don't have anything else to play with Polymorph. Mind Control Tech?
I wonder.
What are the odds that he plays 4 minions again?
Time runs out on me.
They're pretty high. He's a Warlock.
Put this apple on your head.
I see everything.
put this apple on your head?
Tazdingo!
So fireball into the Senjin looks pretty obvious. Oh. Misplaying, I should have played Illidan. Played the fireball later. I didn't think I would play it.
Time runs out on me. What to do? What to do?
Well, I guess I will take the risk of getting knifed.
It's time for a little blood.
Did someone say bomb?
Wow. Crazy. Turned out horrible for him.
I wonder.
Squire, attend me.
Engaging TC-1 ventral dislocator.
I can ease your pain.
You are not prepared.
Magic detected. Something needs tinkering?
Tazdingo! Yes.
I am ready.
Fireball.